What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. You asked for it, so now you're going to get it. After I posted my Incursion Flawless 2.0 video, which was basically flawless after the patch, you guys wanted to know what builds we were using. You've already had my best Incursion build, and I'll link that down below in the description. And that one pretty much is the DPS build that you will run, and you'll need 2 people to run that. But aside from that, there is another build that you need. That is the tank build, and you'll also need the healer build, and that build video will follow ever so shortly as well. Before we get started though, be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. Come and check me out on YouTube Live, Kick and Twitch when I'm streaming. Check all them links down below in the description. And if you need help with the Incursion as well, be sure to come and check me out when I'm live, or join my community Discord to get all the notifications for when I am, and we'll give you a lift in getting the Incursion exotic, or maybe the raid exotics if you still need them as well. With all that said though, I've droned on too much. Let's show you the tank build. So I've got it on already, and when I damage myself here, you're going to see that there's quite a bit of armor regen in this. Basically to keep yourself alive without really needing too much heals from the healer. You can see I've got on my back Demolitionist. There's a couple of reasons why we run Demolitionist. Your 2 DPS ideally would be running Firewall so that they can give each other some damage. And if you run Demolitionist, you're going to give everybody 5% damage targets out of cover. You don't really need this, so if you're running this, this is really great. Gun wise, we're going to be using a shotgun, so probably make sure you've got shotgun damage enabled. And also as well, you know, select assault rifle, or if you've got the Ouroboros, maybe you can use that actually, an SMG, whichever. Anyway, select that as your secondary one, because there is a problem with the Incursion right now with Right. If you damage him with the Scorpio, you can cause him to bug out and he becomes invulnerable, so you are going to need a secondary weapon if you want to help with DPS on him. So let's take a look at the actual build itself. So first of all, we're going to be taking the Scorpio. There's multiple reasons. Excuse me. Yes, excuse me. I'm doing a build video. There's multiple reasons that you want to be taking the Scorpio. Now, the first one's going to be that when you do 7 shots, they'll take an additional 20% damage. So that's definitely a plus point. It's really good. You've got to be careful with Right though. The Scorpio will bug him out, so for now you're probably better not using it on him for this, but you can still use the Scorpio in that fight for other reasons that you'll help your team with, and I'll go over that in just a minute. Then take something like the Shield Splinter, or maybe a FAMAS or something like that with a lot of damage, so that you can help with damage. Although you've got no red cores, it's still better to be doing something rather than nothing when you've got some downtime to help out. The other reason why you're taking the Scorpio is because of this backpack, and if we look at the talent here, it's Galvanize. Applying Blind, Ensnare, Confuse or Shock to an enemy grants 40% of your armor as bonus armor to your allies within 20 meters of that enemy, or 10 seconds. Now you could run Perfect Galvanize if you've got that as well. That would also work as long as you've got a blue core attribute, because obviously you want as much armor as you possibly can get. And I believe that is on the Leviosa, and that will come yellow, so you'll have to get one that hopefully has armor regen in to help you with your survivability, and roll the core attribute to blue. I've just got this one. I only needed to do it once. I'll probably never use this backpack ever again. I usually use the backpack that goes with the Foundry set, so this was literally, that's why it's not optimized or anything. It did enough than what I needed just being rolled like this, and you can craft this on the crafting bench. Sticker protection from Elites mod in there, and you are absolutely golden. Chest piece, I've gone with the Bellstone because you get the 1% armor regen from this. You don't have to go with this one. You could go with the Perfect Vanguard chest as well, and that would work just as well. Armor regen, protection from Elites and armor though are what you're really looking for, but you definitely want to take Vanguard or Perfect Vanguard, because deploying your shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds, but it grants 45% of our armor as bonus armor to others every 20 seconds. And that's basically what your job's going to be, popping Vanguard every time it's up, and in between what you're going to be doing is using Galvanize and pretty much just running around causing a distraction. That's why also we've got a decoy here as well, and you've got your big shield. Level that up as much as you can with its expertise, just so that you can basically be a distraction while your 2 DPS get everything else killed. If we're looking at the Foundry Bulwark stuff, we get 10% total armor, we get another 1% armor regen, which is nice, and then we get the makeshift repairs. We don't really use that because we're kind of running around just flicking our shield out just to proc Vanguard. But obviously armor regen and protection from elites when you've got a mod slot is what you want everywhere. So we've got gloves, armor regen, we've got knees, armor regen, and we've got the holster, armor regen. And that is literally it. This build is so that you can just basically proc Vanguard and proc Galvanize over and over again. Obviously in Right, you're going to have to use the adds to proc Galvanize, not shoot it at Right himself. When they fix that though, obviously you can help out by Scorpioing him and putting that extra bit of damage on him so that they can take more damage as well from the 7-shot buff. But that's pretty much it. You run this, 2 of the really good DPS, and the healer build is to follow. Thank you so much for watching. Short and sweet video. I appreciate you, agents. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.